Welcome! I'm thrilled that you're considering a custom pet portrait. This guide will walk you through my artistic process, offering insights into how I create these unique artworks and providing tips to help you prepare for a commission. From selecting the perfect photo, from choosing the final print, I'll cover every step to ensure you receive the portrait you'll cherish. Here are some of the portraits that I have done before. These are your basic line drawing with coloring. So kind of minimalist, but gives a sense of realism. Then I have our friend Amos, who is a ball of fur. And each of those fur strands took a very long time, but I love how they turned out. Some of the orders that I've gotten want to remember pets from the past, but still keeping pets from who they already have. So an idea that this client had was to add the pets that they used to have, which have crossed over the rainbow, but still honoring the pets that they currently have. This is a portrait of Bella. And in this one, you can really see a lot of the watercolor effects that I've done, and they're all digital. I actually did not wet a paintbrush for any of this, but you can tell that there's a lot of detail in it. And it also has the canvas paper, so there's also an added element of texture. I wish I could have met Bella. She looks like a really cool dog. The quality of the reference photo is crucial for a great portrait. Here's what to look for. High resolution. The more detail I can see, the better I can capture your pet's likeness. I do understand that sometimes the photo you have may not be the best. It might be old, withered, whatever. But if you have a recent digital photo, that would be the best to get all the details. Second is good lighting. Natural light is ideal. And try to avoid harsh shadows or overly bright areas. Those areas might hide important features of your pet. I can imagine some of it otherwise, but who knows if I end up giving your pet like a third leg. Just kidding, but seriously. Clear focus. The photo should be sharp, especially around the eyes. For me, the eyes are what makes each portrait so real. I try to put in a lot of work into those, so the more focused they are, the better. Photos taken at an eye level are really the best perspective. Preferably, they're sitting or laying down. I can do action shots, but those are way more difficult to achieve. Then if you have multiple photos, I would love that because it provides different angles in different lighting conditions. This helps me get a better understanding of your pet's features and personality. I use a variety of different styles. So here first is the watercolor style, which is one of my favorites to do. And then we have the lined watercolor, which is really fun. And I also add some different elements, some fun things if the client wants. This one is the comic book art. That's my sweet cat Jack, who passed away a long time ago. And then finally, just a simple line art, which is really useful if you want to do a project with them, like put it on a shirt or something, but also really cool to frame. Now let's take a look at the drawing process. In this particular project, I started with some line work, then some final line work, and then I started adding some details, some coloring starts, the eyes, which is probably my favorite part of the project, and then the fur. This is probably the hardest part, getting the fur to look like fur. It takes quite a bit of time, some experimentation with different brushes and different styles and shading, which is what comes next. Then on top of that, I also add more fur, making sure that the under color looks really accurate. And finally, I also start adding highlights and some more shadowing, and finally just the really cool details that make the art special. The background is super important as well because I don't want to detract from the subject. And then sometimes I add a little special touch like a mustache. Just kidding, just kidding. So most people want to know what kind of paper they should choose. I currently offer two sizes, 8 by 10, which is pretty much the standard, or if you want, an 11 by 14, which is a little larger. As for the type of paper that I use, I have your regular cotton, and then I offer a canvas, which is not the kind of canvas that you mount, but just a canvas which has the texture of a canvas painting without the hassle. You can just frame it in your favorite frame. The differences are pretty subtle. Once I get a lot closer, you can see what I mean. So this first one is a regular cotton paper, very thick, very beautifully printed. You can still see lots of detail. The colors almost look like it's on watercolor paper. And well, it's just a really distinguished look. Next to it is the canvas paper. Now it's a regular paper you can print on canvas, and it does have that texture that I really, really love. I think it brings out the details beautifully. Once everything is all ship-shape, it's time to ship and shape up. I print everything at home, and I use my very beloved printer that makes some excellent prints. Check out that color. Really looks good. And that one is actually on the canvas paper, which you can see there. And then I ship it in a nice hard container so it doesn't bend easily. And off it goes. Bye, sweet pups. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. This is Silly Cooper right here, my dog. Yeah, I really enjoy making these, and if you have any questions, please let me know. I hope that I can make your pet a little dream come true to remember or even enjoy. Oh my gosh, Cooper, you're so silly. Ah! My hair.